So is it wrong to say that God is all about his own glory? And if so, why? Depends on what you mean by that question, right? So in Reformed theology, the glory of God tends to be the central point. Now, if God truly is the highest good, right? If he is goodness itself, if he is the ultimate and should be the ultimate object of desire, that means that he is his own ultimate object of desire, because if he is goodness, he will love goodness above all things. And what is the ultimate good? That is himself. So God certainly loves and glorifies himself. And so it's not wrong to emphasize the glory of God. The question, though, then related to that is, how does creation play into that? Because I think we also have to speak not just of divine glory as God's sole concern, but we have to also speak about divine self-giving and the external nature, the overflow of God's love that is outward facing or outward seeking. If you think about the reality of creation itself, creation is not something that God needed. And, you know, does creation, by the act of creation ex nihilo, does God glorify himself? Yes. However, does the existence of a creation outside of God make him more glorious than he already is? No, he's got infinite glory and infinite love and infinite holiness in himself. He's self-existent, self-sufficient being, and an infinite one. So if that's the case, creation is not something that completes God or adds anything to God. It can't do that. He already is infinitely what he is. So if that's the case, then creation has to be this free, overflowing act of love for something outside of himself, by creating that which is outside of himself, and in love freely offering himself for that which is external to him. So there is a self-giving in God that is really definitional of how he acts toward creation, which is the whole reason why he acts or even makes creation at all. So I think that an one-sided emphasis on the glory of God is mistaken, because I think what it misses is this idea of the self-giving or the self-donation of God, especially in Christ and in the cross. So the incarnation itself demonstrates that God is, yes, he's concerned for his own glory, and yes, it glorifies him when sinners are saved, but God is also for the sake of the other. And God is for us. He is for you, and he is that in Christ.